Halo semuanya, gue Ella dari I Am Band New Release dan hari ini kita kedatangan new artist in Bali. So mungkin kita biarin mereka introduce diri mereka sendiri kali ya.
Oke, gua Kak, salam kenal semuanya.
Dan saya Walden.
So I have a few questions for both of you. Gue punya 2 pertanyaan buat mereka. Jadi sebenarnya kalian tuh pertama ketemu gimana sih? Kan beda nih, yang satu Indo, yang satu Prancis, right?
Nah, jadi awal kita ketemu tuh sekitar tahun 2019-an. Kebetulan ada dikenalin sama teman juga. Terus akhirnya gua ketemu sama Walden dan kita udah sering nongkrong bareng. Ya, akhirnya kita ngerasa klik, udah dapat chemistry masing-masing karena sama-sama Pisces kali ya.
Okay. And from your point of view?
So yeah, as Kai explained, we met in 2019, hang out together, became friends, and started making music together because we got this like connection and affinity for the same kind of genre. And yeah, now we're really releasing music together and have a couple of projects, so quite happy about that.
So how many singles you guys already have? Like udah berapa single yang kalian punya?
At the moment, we have 2 singles that we did together. Yeah.
Dan yang paling ngehits yang judulnya Sans, guys. Kalian harus coba dengerin di Spotify, itu enak banget. Dan coba jelasin dong, itu biasanya lagunya enaknya didengerin sambil gimana tuh? Soalnya lagunya lucu guys, nggak ada liriknya sama sekali.
Nah, sebenarnya kalau disebut lagu bukan juga sih karena nggak ada nyanyi. Ini lebih ke instrumental karena dari genrenya sendiri itu lo-fi, yang which is kayak buat didengerin orang kerja atau orang lagi nyanset mungkin, atau untuk nemenin tidur kayak gitu.
And what is your inspiration when making this single?
So first is really about chill and lo-fi vibes, as Eka said. So I really love this kind of music, and as well, the name Sans is because Ka always say to me like, yeah, Sans, well then Sans. Jadi, yeah, we came with that name. Like, I was like, okay, that's a good name for a first single.
For the title. Yeah. Jadi Sans itu sebenarnya artinya santai ya, nyantai gitu. Oke. Kenapa bisa kepikiran bikin beat kayak gitu? What makes you guys make that?
Pertama karena kita bikin itu pas awal-awal pandemi, terus gue juga reguleran udah stop, jadi kayak ngisi waktu luang nih ngapain ya, kayak bikin karya seru kali ya. Terus pas kebetulan Walden juga baru balik dari Prancis, terus kita ngobrol-ngobrol, gimana nih kalau kita bikin beat, kita bikin sesuatu kayak gitu.
Dan kalau setahu gue di Sans itu kan ada 3 nama ya?
Iya.
Nah, so who's the team?
Jadi
Beside kalian berdua.
Oke. Selain aku sebagai yang main gitarnya, terus ada Walden yang ngisi keys, drums, sama yang produce lagunya juga. Terus ada Edric Ginarta yang harusnya dia bisa ikut sekarang, tapi karena dia berhalangan, jadi cuman kita berdua doang sekarang kayak gitu.
Jadi sebenarnya ada Edric guys yang ada di tim mereka juga, nggak cuma mereka berdua ya.
Ya, betul banget.
Oke. Kalau untuk genre nih, ngomongin genre, emang kalian genrenya itu kayak gitu aja atau akan ada surprise baru lagi dari kalian, atau and what is your opinion about the genre, like lo-fi only, or are you gonna have a new genre about the song, new release?
Sorry. So first I really enjoy lo-fi music and hip-hop kind of beats, so my main influence is that, but as I'm starting working with Ka on different projects and other people, I tend to try to produce new kind of music, new genre, explore new genre, because as a producer I think it's really important not to stick to one genre and feel
So
like
people
okay,
wouldn't
you
get
only
bored, right?
yeah, exactly, you don't want to get bored.
So, and I heard Sans already like million times because I love the song. You guys should hear it too. Yes. Dan lagu kedua judulnya apa? Yang single keduanya?
Untuk yang single keduanya Chill Haze itu masih dalam genre lo-fi juga, dan itu kayak waktu bikin Chill Haze itu kayak bisa dibilang enggak sengaja sih. Jadi kayak kita
Nggak sengajanya gimana tuh?
Jadi kayak kita kayak cuman bikin chord progression, ternyata nih kalau dibikin lagu kayaknya oke nih. Terus abis itu Alex nambahin beberapa instrumen lagi, terus nambahin effects dan segala macam kayak gitu.
Jadi hasil dari jamming, so it's a result from your jamming, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, and what is your favorite beside between these two singles?
Well, it's hard to ask. I don't know. Like, I love both of them.
If you have to choose.
If I had to choose, I think I like the last one we did, like Chill Haze. Is really a different vibe. Like Sans is much more like, how could you say, really strong instrumental with guitar solos and that kind of stuff. Chill Haze is really more into just a beat lo-fi with a simple guitar progression, and most of the vibes come from the effects we put on the music. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about Ka.
Kalau gue sendiri, gue lebih suka yang Sans. Kenapa yang Sans? Soalnya proses dari nol sampai jadinya tuh bisa dibilang cukup panjang sih.
Seru ya?
Iya.
Tapi
itu.
kalian enjoy kan untuk pas menjalani itu?
Iya dong, pasti.
Oke. Terus sebenarnya apa yang bikin kalian bisa kepikiran buat kayak, ayo yuk bikin lagi yuk. What is the motivation for you guys to keep going and keep going? There must be a motivation, right?
Okay. The motivation is just like, first, of course, we love music, so we love to listen to music, we love to play music, and as I started music production, I really enjoyed the creative process, like just playing a chord progression and try to build a song starting from scratch, and you start from that, you had some other instruments, other stuff, and you start like arranging your song. It's just that the process is like, I don't know, it's like a drug, it's like addictive.
It's very addictive to making a new song because it's your hobby, karena itu hobi kalian kan.
Ya, betul banget.
Dan kalau misalnya kalian ada waktu luang kosong gitu, biasanya ngapain? If you have like waktu luang, waktu luang, yeah, what you guys do?
Kalau gue riding, suka motoran juga soalnya. Terus nonton anime, baca manga, nongkrong, chill, gitu.
How about you?
Yeah, riding motorbike as well.
You both like riding, okay?
Yeah,
same,
I love that.
Same hobby.
Exactly, and yeah, just chilling at home or going to the beach and enjoying the nice scenery of Bali, like waterfall and stuff. The island is beautiful and there's a lot to explore, so try to do the most I can.
Okay. So, kalau kalian misalnya bikin lagu nih, emang harus ada di satu tempat yang sama itu, atau kayak bisa di mana aja tiba-tiba kepikiran?
Kalau
inspirasinya deh.
Gue
gitu.
sendiri inspirasi
harus ada ritualnya kah atau
ritual mengepet. Kalau gue sendiri dari ini sih, dari dengerin lagu, nyari banyak referensi untuk inspirasi. Terus kebetulan di tempat gue tinggal juga gue kayak nyetap mini studio gitu loh. Jadi lebih gampang, begitu ada ide langsung coba dituangkan.
How about you?
What was the question exactly? Sorry.
Like if you want to make a new song, like if you want to jam or something, do you need like some rituals? Do you need like a safe place for you to make a new song? Like
okay, I see. I think that if you record in a studio and if you spend most of your time in the studio, you really need like to create a vibe in your studio, like with nice dim lights and stuff to get you in the zone,
Okay.
And yeah, as Eka said, if I understood well, like having a lot of reference, listening to a lot of different music. And I like this quote from, I think it was from Picasso, who said, good artists copy and great artists steal. So it's like, you know, you listen to something, you try to, like a song you like, and you just deconstruct it, like how the drums work, how the guitar work, what is the chord progression, and I know I like this part of that song, and try to use it in the next production.
Jadi referensi itu penting ya guys ya, karena nggak mungkin kan kita bikin musik main gitu aja, pasti kalian butuh referensi, butuh inspirasi, butuh space yang tepat gitu ya.
Ya benar banget. Jadi paling enggak kalau kita banyak referensi, otomatis kayak nambah ilmu juga nggak sih? Terus sama kayak kita coba, jadi bikin lagu tuh kayak nyusun puzzle gitu. Jadi benar-benar kita nyiapin strukturnya, terus nambahin instrumen apa lagi kayak gitu.
Oke nih, dan sekarang kan kalian beda nih dari artis-artis lain yang gue tahu ya yang di Bali, from I know in Bali that rata-rata kan mereka nyanyi gitu, nggak cuman music producer. Dan kayak kalian ada nggak sih kayak kata-kata inspirasi atau kasih inspirasi untuk masyarakat, kayak do you have any inspiration to say for them so they could be more confident to release new music that is different from others, you know?
Intinya banyak latihan yang pasti ya, nambahin skill juga, terus jangan minder kalau karya kita bakalan jelek, karena yang namanya karya bagus tuh butuh proses. Nggak ada yang namanya kita mulai bikin karya terus langsung tiba-tiba bagus. Pasti semua butuh proses, butuh waktu. Nikmatin aja prosesnya.
How about you? Do you have any like inspirational quotes for other people?
Sorry, I always did the quote thing, but yeah, as I said, just latihan, rehearsal a lot. Always learn every day, try to learn something new. And when you learn something new about creating music, whereas it's like playing an instrument or mixing skill or whatever, try to just implement it straight away, you know, like always learn, always look for new inspiration. And if you want to release your music, don't be afraid to do it. Like, of course, some people, they will not like your music. Okay, it's okay for them, but some people will, you know, you will always find an audience.
Jadi gitu guys, kalau misalnya emang mau bikin lagu, kalian harus giat, nggak boleh setengah-setengah ya, nggak boleh setengah-setengah. Tapi gue juga pengen nanya nih, kalian ada nggak sih next project gitu?
Nah,
kan baru 2 single nih.
Nah, kebetulan gue lagi nyiapin untuk EP yang bakal rilis akhir November, Alex. Iya.
Sama Walden juga?
Iya, untuk productionnya sama Walden.
Oke.
Jadi kayak ini tuh kayak full EP aku, kayak nyeritain tentang perjalanan hidup aku, kayak gitu loh.
So Kak nulis sendiri dan
ya nulis liriknya sendiri
dengan bantuan produser Walden.
Iya, untuk apa
next
pengerjaan ya, untuk pengerjaan.
Jadi next project ini masih bulan November ya, masih surprise.
Iya.
Gitu. Tapi kalau misalnya kita dengerin sneak peeknya gitu, boleh nggak nanti?
Boleh dong, boleh banget.
Oke, jadi kayaknya cukup sih ya pertanyaannya. Apa kalian ada mau ngomong lagi yang kayak inspirasi atau buat audiens?
Apa ya?
Atau untuk AMB-nya?
Oke, untuk AMB-nya nih makasih banget udah ngasih kesempatan buat gua sama Walden untuk introduce karya kita. Mudah-mudahan di AMB ini bisa ngejangkau teman-teman artis lain buat lebih memotivasi bikin karya, bikin musik atau apapun itu.
And how about you?
Yeah, thanks a lot to AMB as well for welcoming us and having the opportunity to talk about our project, what we do, and hopefully do more and maybe see you next time.
Yeah, you guys are very welcome here. And thank you so much udah datang. Dan thank you. Segitu aja dari kita, dari Kak dan Walden dan gue Ella. Terima kasih. Dan selanjutnya kayaknya nih si Kak sama Walden bakal ada sneak peek nih tentang new project mereka. Kalau kalian penasaran, lanjut nonton. Terima kasih.
Aku punya mimpi, mimpi besar yang Tuhan beri, dan ku tahu ini tidak pasti, tapi hatiku berkata ini pasti jadi. Ku bisa jadi laki-laki sejati. Kau yang ngajarkanku saat kau di sini, kan ku buat kau bangga. Tapi aku ada untukmu. Ayahku melihatku dari atas sana. Ku buat hal yang baik baginya, tak sempat ku ucapkan thank you for loving me, for raising me up like this. Ku bisa jadi laki-laki sejati. Kau yang ngajarkanku saat kau di sini, kan ku buat kau bangga. Tapi aku ada untukmu. Setiap langkahku ku berpacu padamu, di setiap perjuanganku. Ku ingat dirimu sebelum tidur malamku. Ku ingat dirimu dalam doaku. Thank you.